Governor Rauner recently signed legislation to make Illinois a sanctuary state and prevent local law enforcement from working with federal authorities to enforce immigration law. We're in beautiful downtown Evanston to see if, once they get past the demagoguery, Illinoisans can follow the logic. Do you think that local law enforcement should be able to work with federal law enforcement to maintain order and protect people?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I'd say that's fair, a fair assessment.
Yes.
I'm not sure about that at all.
Yes.
If someone comes into the country legally but overstays their visa, should they be allowed to remain in the country?
I believe depending on what the reason is. I'm big on like family. If you're providing for your family, I feel like that is okay. And I mean, if you think about it, I really think America is a land of immigrants. What makes America so great is because there's so many different cultures.
I mean, it's a pretty complicated question to say yes or no to. I think it differs from case to case.
I haven't really thought about it. I'm not sure.
Judging on my own experience, because I came legally and maintained my legal status, I think it should be easier to go through this process.
Yes.
If someone comes in illegally, should they be allowed to remain in the country?
I mean, I definitely don't condone any criminals or anything like that. I don't mind illegal immigrants coming here, especially because I'm from a Filipino descent, so my families came here, and they're all just looking for a better way.
It just depends on the situation. I'm sure there are times when it would make sense to be lenient in that regard because of the political situations.
I don't know. It might depend. I mean, because I do want people to be legal, in the country, but I don't necessarily think that they should just be kicked out. If there's steps that we can take to make them, legal, I would be okay with that.
I have very mixed feelings about that. As long as they're not criminal, there ought to be a process by which they're given even temporary visas.
Depends. Depend how the condition is. But if the condition is so bad, we have to do something about it.
If someone has been deported, should they be allowed to come back into the country and remain here?
That also, I mean, it depends too.
It's probably important to sort of view things case by case and certainly take in what is happening in the situation.
No, I don't know. I think it would depend on why they were deported. I think for me, it would just depend.
Depends on the reason that person was deported. If it was for criminal acts, you may not want that person back.
They have to do something about that. The Congress and the government of this country should do something about that.
If someone is here illegally, they're a non-citizen, and they committed a felony, should they be allowed to stay in the country?
I don't think so. In that regard, because I mean, there's nothing positive coming out of that.
I think in the case of committing a felony, that would certainly, I think, make it harder to make it the case that they should stay. For sure, it wouldn't be great to keep people who are sort of not abiding by the laws of the country that they've come to. So,
Probably not.
No.
I am not agree with that. If they do something bad, I don't think they are a place here.
So Governor Rauner recently signed a bill that prevents local and state law enforcement from helping federal law enforcement pursue people who have broken the law in the respect that they're here, staying here illegally, and that they've committed additional crimes. Do you support Governor Rauner making Illinois a sanctuary state?
I'm not a big fan on that, especially if it's affecting the community in a negative way, I do not condone that at all.
in that sense, I'm not necessarily wholly in favor of that.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't support that, no.
I would say you need people who track these things down. goes for citizens too.
The governor have his own opinion. I have my own.
Everyone we talked to today agreed that law enforcement needs to be empowered to protect the people they serve. Everyone agreed that people who are here illegally and commit a felony should face the consequences of their actions. On making Illinois a sanctuary state, Governor Rauner, no one follows your logic.